Hello and welcome to Football Fuss, the channel where we talk everything football. It would be much appreciated if you could like, comment and subscribe. In this video, we'll be concentrating on the magic of a certain Brazilian that is currently hot on everyone's lips, Raphinha. This guy plays mainly on the wing and specifically on the right hand side. He dazzles fullbacks and has lit up the Premier League in his previous seasons. So let's rewind a little bit. Raphinha Dias Bololi, born in Brazil in a city called Porto Alegre. He started his footballing journey at Avi FC, but only featured in their under-20s team. He had unsuccessful trials with Internacional and Grêmio. He played there until the young age of 20 years old. In 2016, he moved overseas to life in Portugal, signing for Victoria Guimarães. While he was out there, he had been spotted by a certain legend called Deco, who is currently his agent. Deco had arranged Raphinha's transfer into Europe. He then made his first appearance in the Europa League, facing Red Bull Salzburg in September 2017. After scoring 19 goals in 65 appearances, he seemed to caught the eye of a bigger fish in the Portuguese league. Sporting Lisbon came in to acquire his services. This is where he went on to win the Taça de Portugal, beating Porto in the final and scoring in the penalty shootout. He went on to score 6 in 28 appearances for Sporting Lisbon, and then Rennes came knocking and struck a deal of around €21 million, which was a club record signing. He scored 8 goals and got himself 7 assists in his time at Rennes, helping them to qualify for Champions League football, finishing in 3rd place. We then bring ourselves to 2020, where he joined Premier League side Leeds United on a 4-year deal, with the fee believed to be around 17 million. He scored his first goal in an away victory at Everton and very quickly became a favourite of the Leeds fans. During his time at Leeds, he helped manage to get them to an impressive 9th place finish in their first season back in the big time. However, the season to come after wasn't so pretty. Leeds avoided relegation by the skin of their teeth on the final day of the season. Raphinha was a major part of their survival. He finished Leeds' top scorer with 11 goals and got himself 3 assists, scoring 17 goals in 65 games during his time at the Yorkshire club. And after 2 fantastic seasons in the Premier League, it was only a matter of time before some of the elite clubs came sniffing. In August 2022, Raphinha received his first call-up under Brazilian manager Tite, where he's looking to make a name for himself on the international stage. And with the World Cup just round the corner, he will be doing everything he can to become a regular in the Brazilian side. He burst onto the scene for Brazil, scoring 3 times in 9 appearances, with some quality performances, and the fans had every reason to be excited. Anyway, moving back to domestic football. Many clubs were interested in his services, yet Raphinha's dream move was to Barcelona, and the wheels were put into motion when they had agreed terms with him early on in 2022. He went for in the region of 55 million, including add-ons, and penned a 5-year deal with the Catalan Giants. He was officially presented as a Barcelona player and started life at his new club with a bang in pre-season, bagging a couple of goals under Xavi as Barcelona looked to rebuild to compete amongst the world's best. Does Raphinha fit Barcelona, and what does he have to offer? Barcelona usually set up in a 4-3-3 formation. Raphinha would be playing in his strongest position at right wing, but can operate on either side. He will bring a lot of energy and intensity in wide areas, whether it's attacking and taking on the fullbacks, or tracking back to win the ball for the team. He has a great left foot and often cuts inside to try and get himself on the score sheet. He lights up the pitch and can beat players with his pace and skill. Hopefully he excites the demanding fan base of Barcelona. Let's take a look at some of Raphinha's strengths. He loves to take on defenders with his Brazilian flair and trickery. He manages to get himself in great positions, whether it be crossing to assist teammates or cutting in onto his impressive left foot. He's got great close control, which makes it hard for players to get the ball off of him. His work rate, he tracks back and covers a lot of ground over the course of a game. A tenacious player that never gives up easily, especially if he loses the ball. A very hard-working mindset and puts everything into the shirt he's representing. Something people might not associate Raphinha with is his passing. He's not just about taking on players, he also gets his head up and picks passes out. He creates opportunities through crossing, whether it's from open play or set pieces, putting dangerous balls into the box for one of his teammates to attack. Let's take a look at his standout spell at Leeds. 65 appearances, 5 of them from the bench, 976 pressures, 155 shots, 49 of those on target, 131 chances created, 118 successful take-ons, 17 goals, 12 assists, fouled 53 times, 1,450 completed passes, pass completion percentage 71.5%, 85 successful tackles out of 180 attempted. These numbers show you how good Raphinha was at Leeds, not just in an attacking sense, but also defending. He would put pressure on the opposition, making sure they have no time on the ball, and would track back, helping Leeds regain possession. Let's take a look at what he needs to improve on. Raphinha is very much one-footed. He tends to favour his left rather than right, which makes it slightly easier for defenders to read where he's going, but whether they can stop him is a completely different matter. He always looks to use his wand of a left foot, and doesn't often use his right side. Improving the quality of his right foot would make him more unpredictable and overall a better player. The next one is aerial ability. Playing on the wing, he may find himself in a position where the ball is whipped in from the opposite flank, and if you're a betting man, I wouldn't put money on him to win it. Although he will challenge for it most of the time, he doesn't usually come out on top. The last one is his strength, or lack of. Although he's a clever tricky winger, he hasn't got the build to be barging players off, so some defenders can push him away from the ball. He will struggle to get round players who use their body effectively. Although he's quick, he's probably not quick enough to go around some defenders, if they stand in his way. Thanks for watching the video. If you could subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and comment down below. It would be much appreciated. Catch you in the next one with us at Football Fuss.